we're here nerding out, I just want to let you know in advance that we got mad shit because we were talking about.
You
calm
talking
down.
mad fast.
Want me to bring it down a notch?
You might. It looks like you might have snorted a little something.
Well, you saw the inside of the cover.
We got that white.
Nah, yo.
They got that white inside the cover.
Girl. Listening to all that be crazy. I remember I first met RZA. I tell you the story. I was in the Nico. It used to be called the Nico in L.A.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was in the weight room. Nigga kicked the door, boof. And just came in like this. Doing these moves. Like, yo, it's weight room. Yo, he came in and kicked the door open. Like, literally. Really? And then there's some more kicks. And then more kicks. Just kept going doing power moves. Like, I was like, yo, these niggas is really ninjas. Like, yo. And I was young. It's like, yo, nice to meet you. And he was talking like that. Yeah. RZA, word.
Was this when you were first on?
When we first was, we was with Bad Boy and all that. And he just came in there doing some kung fu shit. Mad weights around. He ain't touching none of them. Just kicking in the air and all that. I said, oh,
yeah, it's crazy.
Word.
Yo, I just realized the connection that in hip-hop lore there would be between rap beef and you guys. That you guys were on that talking about Biggie,
Right.
Biggie biting off of Nas, and you were Biggie's camp. You know, this is roughly the same period.
Yeah.
Did you and Biggie ever have any conversations after that period?
Nah, it was before that shit happened in L.A. You know, I got a chance to see him one night. I think it might have been at one of Brandy's party or something like that. But I came through the door, you know what I mean, me and Cat, you know what I mean, whatever. But he was standing over there. I think it might have been him and C's and somebody else, you know what I mean? So I had to walk past him or whatever. I mean, I seen him mad times after that shit. But this is, you know, it was like, you know, I started coming, you know, I started like, yo, what the fuck is, you know, I like this nigga shit. You know what I mean? But it was just that when I was making that CD, that Cuban Link shit and the shit I was just saying, yo, I was wild, B. I was really, really wild. I don't give a fuck what it was. You know what I mean? I'm just doing whatever. You know what I mean? Big ain't never did nothing to me or whatever the case may be. I was just doing how I felt at the time. But when I seen them, you know what I mean? We seen each other and it was like, yo, we didn't really say too much, but we just shook hands, you know what I mean? One of them hugs and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I wanted to make music with him. You know what I mean? But that handshake was like the beginning to maybe I could do something with this man.
Well, was it that bad though?
It wasn't really, you know, but I can
understand
understand it. When I look at it, but I ain't say the name, but you know.
Yeah, niggas
you
knew, but.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like that. You know what I mean? So he ain't stupid. You know what I mean?
So it sounds like you still felt somewhat bad about it. You felt like you went a little too.
Of course. And then when he got murdered, it's like, yo, that shit hurt me, B. You know what I mean? Because a lot of New York niggas is pussy, B. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of niggas, man, we stayed out there, B, when that shit happened. And them niggas couldn't even believe, like, yo, y'all still out here? We got work to do, nigga. We ain't going to no motherfucking place. You got an album to finish. You know what I mean? But I seen, you know what I mean, a lot of New York niggas, man. Right? Yo, they just was on some puny shit, man. And I'm just gonna say that, man. You know what I mean? Niggas was really actually scared to death. Whoever was out there around that time when Big got killed, man, niggas know.
Was that when you guys had
They had like a mansion.
Wasn't the mansion
Forever?
here or was the mansion in LA?
No, we was
out
recording
there.
Forever out there, right?
Yeah, we did Forever out there. Yeah,
And
we
it
did
was like
Forever.
a Wu-Tang house that everyone
Yeah,
was in,
we was
right?
in there. Yeah, we was in there. Yeah, we was in there. Yeah, we was in there, B.
Were you?
It was sad.
I said this to RZA. Were you surprised at all that the Wu-Tang thing went off the way it did? Like, did you know it was going to become a way of life that people would tattoo on their bodies?
I didn't know that. I'll tell you one thing, though. I knew we was coming to crush heads. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? Because who was we was coming after the you know, not on no real like, yo, we gonna kill this nigga, but his squad. You know what I mean? We sized them, you know, they had Redman. They had a powerful team.
They was
Powerful
you know what I mean?
team.
They had Redman. You know what I mean? Murray.
That's
K
a fact.
Solo and them
That's a
niggas.
fact.
They had a team. But we know, okay, it's like 6 of them, and it's like 9 of us. You know what I mean? But I had faith in all my niggas too. Like, yo, we could get ahead and get in. You know what I mean? So, but it just so happened when we came in, it was like, you know, I guess, you know how things happen with crews. They started like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess, whatever. But I didn't know that the impact was gonna be the way it is, like right now, with everybody tattooed up. You know what I
And
mean?
it's still like that.
No,
It's
it's
20
getting, it's getting worse. It's getting worse because I seen like I told you yesterday, I seen like 11 and 9-year-olds coming to the show now.
Wu-Tang is like,
And
it's like
They're the Beatles. Now you guys like the
Yeah.
Beatles.
Like your older brother, your uncle's gonna give you the like he's gonna be like me. Y'all listening to all this weird music. Let me teach you about this.
Right,
And-
right.
and
You're like, so it's
slide.
like Led Zeppelin or the
Yeah.
Beatles. Yeah, you're that shit that kids, when they get into music,
Right.
if someone can tell a kid's into music, they go, oh, you like hip hop? You need to check this out.
Right.
So then you're always going to have young
Right.
fans.
Be up big time.
Right.
We be doing tours. Them they be
Yeah.
up, say.
Right.
Sure.
For real.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
like, you know, and it's more worse overseas.
I'm sure.
It's worse overseas. Here, it's okay. You know what I mean?
New York's
And-
probably
and-
the lightest. People probably are the
Yeah,
most
yep,
casual in
yeah,
New York.
Yeah, New York is the lightest. New York is the lightest. You know what I mean? But overseas, when you hit Dublin and all the motherfuckers over there, it's like, yo, man, it's almost like a cult.
It is,
You know what I
it
mean?
is,
Like,
think.
because they dying with that tattoo. And that's how I looked at it. And I'm like, God, what did, you know, I just realized the other day I was part of a group. It's like, yo, I'm in the group and shit. Like, you know, it just sounded kind of funny to me. Like, oh, shit, yo, so you was in that group. You know what I mean? And it's like, these niggas, when they getting buried with that W on.
Right. Do you have a Wu tattoo?
Yeah, do you have a Wu tattoo?
I don't got no tattoos.
You see, that's crazy. You don't even have one.
I don't
Well,
got
first of all, it's
tattoos.
funny that you
They
have
don't
no
have one.
tattoos, period. That's not
Right.
common in hip hop to have
Yeah.
no tattoos, period.
It's
You
like,
got
yo,
you have tats?
1,000 of them.
You have 1,000, right?
Yeah. I never wanted, I mean, I thought about a while ago, you know what I mean, of getting it. This was years ago, though. You know what I mean? Just on, you know, little something, probably kids on your arm or something. But then it was like, nah, as time went on, it's like, yo, I'm not getting none of that shit. I ain't getting none of that shit, yo.
You never
You know
thought
what I mean?
about it, like when Dirty Pass or anything like that, people's names or things like that? A lot of times that's what gets...
Yeah, but it's like, you know, I'm a Muslim, man. You know what I mean? And really, I ain't supposed to be doing that like that anyway, like writing on yourself and shit. So it's like, you know, I just said, you know what, man, I'm gonna just go as it is and shit.
I respect
You know
it.
what I mean? Yeah.
So if you need to get a tattoo?
I've been
Where
trying
that
to
Wu
figure
tattoo
out-
at?
no,
Yeah, Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang's for the
trying
children.
to figure out for the longest what to get. I never know what to get. So
Yeah. Nah,
Until
if
you know.
You ain't getting nothing, right?
Nah, I'm indecisive.
Yo, man, you good then. You know what I mean?
You may be too
You
old
ain't
to get the
supposed to be
first
like everybody else, man. You know what I mean?
We always say these days,
You got a tattoo?
no.
Frank Sinatra.
These days, not having a tattoo is the new tattoo. Because like when
Right.
you were getting tattoos, it was cool to get tattoos still. Cats were
Right,
getting,
yeah, yeah,
now
yeah.
it's like it's a given you have cats have tattoos.
Yeah.
It's rare to meet someone who doesn't have a tattoo.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
It's-
Sorry. Go.
No, go.
No,
Yeah.
your favorite like ghost album of your album. Could you even pick?
Maybe it depends. But it's like I mean the most fun album I did was Supreme Clientele.
Recording it.
Yeah, recording it. I had fun
RZA
doing
said
it.
the same thing.
Yeah, we had
He
fun.
said the same
We
thing.
had fun. We just had fun, and that's how I know. Sometimes a lot of your albums depend on the vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The vibe of shit. It's like, you know what I mean? Because at that time it was just fun. You know what I mean? You know, Iron Man. It was like, all right, we coming off of the raised Cuban link. You know what I mean? You found out I was a diabetic. I was going through things.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was kind of Iron Man's kind of dark a little
Yeah,
bit.
It is dark.
You know what I mean? It's kind of dark.
Supreme Clientele.
You know what I mean? A little bit more colorful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Wallets came. You know what I'm saying? He was in Florida. All right, it was a good album. They just took 2 good songs off. You know what I mean? That was The Sun with Slick Rick and The Watch.
So that's what you have the bootleg, right, Side?
You know what I mean?
I have the white label.
The
Don't worry,
Sun
they
with
still send out
Slick Rick
Epic. The
and The
crazy
Watch.
thing is, Epic still sent out the white label of the
Yeah, they
original
can't
album
sell
to
it. Right.
DJs.
Yeah.
They just couldn't sell it.
Oh,
But the
okay.
Sun was.
Yeah, Slick Rick and The Watch. But you know, but the one I really appreciate probably the most as far as writing might have been the R&B joint.
What's
Love
The
it.
R&B
Yeah.
joint.
The
That
R&B.
was it.
It's-
That was
it's-
it.
What?
That was it.
That's a different
I mean?
vibe though. Like
Yeah.
People didn't get it. People didn't get it.
Def Jam ain't get it.
No,
I love
Def
that
Jam.
shit.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo, y'all complained on my last joint about singles, like, yo, there's no singles, but then when I gave y'all like 16 singles and y'all still fuck it up.
I know, and Baby
You know what I
took
mean?
here. Baby did pretty good for us.
Right.
We played Baby a lot. It started
I
ringing.
don't know though, you know what I mean? But
The other one with Raheem was crazy
because
too.
it's like, yeah,
This
I
is
like
the
that
story of the player.
Yeah.
That's-
That one I
you
like
think
that.
about
record, man.
if you think about like all the early Wu stuff and Ghostface stuff, like they sampling like Al Green and all this soul music, which was R&B at that era.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So because some rap fans don't understand how R&B connects with hip hop, but all those beats that you sampled is technically R&B.
Yeah.
Like Cream,
Right.
Yeah.
that's an old 60s or 70s R&B record. So then you gonna make that. I was like, he's going back to like the roots. Like, but some fans just want raps, and I'm like, you gotta understand soul. You know what I mean, like,
Right.
you gotta feel the singing.
But it's not just that. It's also the energy of it, the grown manness of the album, of the content on the album.
Right.
You know, even the single "Baby," it's about having a baby. It's a different,
Right.
it's a different place. And I guess a lot of people weren't ready for it, but I thought it was incredible. Hold on, but also don't sleep. Fish Scale was fucking awesome too.
I mean,
You're not into it?
It was all right. When I look at it, see now I look at my shit and I just be looking at where I'm my worst critic anyway, but I look at it and be like, okay, I shouldn't have did it like this, or these songs right here, I could have dealt without those. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking like you got to put 18 on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
18
And you
tracks.
don't.
So you
Yeah,
should
you
do
don't.
like
You know, like
12.
because sometimes you could just do 10
No, good.
fat ones.
That's it.
And you just murdered it. Like there's like a hit to the face. You know what I mean? And you killed it. You know what I mean? So I'm learning as I'm really learning now. Right now, I'm really learning. You know what I mean? Like I'm really on my game. Like I really looked at this game and seen like, yo, what it really is now.
Well, one of my favorite things to do is to tell my favorite artists of all time, who I think are virtually perfect artists, the one thing in their career that they did that I didn't like.
Right.
It's always my favorite thing to do. There's only one Ghostface Killah song that at the time, and I'd have to go back now because maybe I'll be different, but at the time, got the Skipperoo. Do you know what? Can you guess what it was?
Your Ghostface Skipperoo?
Yes, my Ghostface Skipper. That when it came out, I was like, I can't do it.
Is it because it's a little softer?
It's soft. It's a little softer.
I
It's
don't
got
know.
a feature that's interesting.
Nah, I don't know.
Oh, Tush.
You knew it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
it's-
yo,
That was my Skipper. I couldn't do it.
With Missy.
yeah.
Of course you did.
Yo, that's wild
It's for
as shit.
you.
Why,
Yo,
you know
we
what?
just- she did the
Because you know what it
shoulders and
was?
shit with it, like, yo.
I was trying to see, because listen, I'll take a chance. You
You
know
do.
what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'll take a chance to see what might, you know what I mean? Because you never know, because the game is funny, man. And it's like, yo, all right, when you give them this, and then they falling for this bullshit over here, and it's like, damn, man, you know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, you know, like and that was around Pretty Tony album, yup. And you know, and that's around the time when I started smoking weed too. You know what I'm
Stopped or
saying?
started?
Stop.
Oh, you stopped smoking.
Yeah, yo. It took me like 18 months to do that fucking album. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was blasted, B. I wasted a lot of money on that shit, yo. Def Jam was mad as a motherfucker.
Because you stopped smoking?
No, because I wasn't going to studio, yo. It was like the weed started getting to me at that time. I'm second guessing everything I'm doing. I'm doing 100 takes, you know what I mean? And I catch a line, and then I got the next line, but then I can't remember what the fuck I wanted to say, so I'm stuck. But I got studio time at 3 o'clock, and I'm not getting there till like 10. You know what I mean? Then when I get there, I just feel like I can't do it, and I tell her I'll come back tomorrow. And I did that for like 6 months straight, yo.
Damn.
She was like $2,500 a day.
Why? But I don't understand why. If you'd always been smoking weed, what started going wrong with
I
the
don't
weed?
know. I don't know.
It just turned on you?
It just.
It turned on.
No, because you got. I don't know what it is, but I think my brain cells was just fried. It was fried, and I'm down there with a dude that's smoking like 10 a day, of real crystal shit. So you know what I mean. So I think I was just fried, and then you know. My younger days, I was doing mescalines and a lot of dust. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking all that shit was like, yo,
Nah,
man.
it adds up, Ghost.
It
Yeah,
probably-
man.
let's be honest,
Yo.
it probably did add up.
Nah, and that's why I said, you know what, man? And I was scared to do it too, like to like, yo, how I'm gonna write this shit now? I don't know what the fuck to do. I thought it was gonna fuck me up, yo, and I just said, fuck it, man. For me, I gotta just do it though. But yeah, that Tush joint, I just try to fuck around and just
Let me see if
try
it
to
works.
get in somewhere.